Okay, so I really like that vibrato exercise that you're doing with Mr. Jacob. I want to try tweaking a couple of things and see if it makes it a little bit easier for you. So the first thing is, if you need to feel comfortable about doing vibrato, one thing I've suggested to students in the past is you could rest your scroll like on a stand or even like against the wall, because I think some of your thumb grabbiness is related to feeling like you want to keep the violin steady, or like you could even have Dad just hold it. And then actually what I'm going to encourage you to do is when you do the vibrato is take the thumb completely off.
Yeah, we have done that before.
Okay, great. But if you feel like, then it makes your violin sort of jerk around and you sort of feel out of control, like you're going to drop it or something, then have somebody hold it, or like you can put it up against a wall. Sometimes if you put a little cloth on it, if you're afraid it's going to scrape it, it probably won't. But or just like on a stand, if the stand is high enough, like you don't want your violin like in that position. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's one thing. I might just hold it right now for you. I want to try the third finger one that you just showed me. Let's go up. Play for me. Just play this note on A string. So I want you to be in fourth position. So that's 1. Play it again so I can hear the note. 2. Right? Actually, yeah, that would be a G. Let's play the G. I want to do it in fourth position. Actually, for right now, I want your hand a little higher. Let's do A. So we're going to play, find your A harmonic. I've done this interchangeable fourth or fifth position, but so she's going to be in fifth position for this third finger. Okay, so then I want you to take your thumb off. I want you to not have your thumb on here. First, I want you to do, Sigrid, we're going to do that same exercise. I want you to have the palm of your hand against your violin like this, and I want you to practice doing the wiggle that way. This is going to encourage wrist flexibility. I'm kind of a fan of both wrist and elbows flexibility, not one or the other, but this, I think Sigrid could use to get flexible in lots of different, for her vibrato. So do that same little rhythm thing you did, but try to stay on that note, the A, and be in here, but no thumb. Yeah, so pivot here. And can you move a little bigger? I'll hold her scroll because I can tell it's starting to wiggle. And good. And then what is the last rhythm you do?
6.
Okay, then I'd like you to do exactly what Mr. Jacob told you. And then after you've done 6, I want you to try just doing a down and an up bow and just try to go as fast as you can in that same motion. That's great, Sigrid. That's a great vibrato. That's very good vibrato. Now, so you can do that. You can do it where she's in a position where she's resting against the palm. So you have to just find whichever note works. It depends on what finger you're on, where she's resting. Then she can get that nice, to get this. And then to encourage more of the elbow flexibility. Let's do, and you should always start on 2 or 3. I don't know if he told you that, but don't start on 1. It's harder. Do second or third finger because they're in the middle of the hand and it's easier to pivot. Okay, let's do second finger. I want it to not rest against here. So let me hear what note this is. Probably E. Play this note with your second. Sorry. Yeah, okay. It's a little easier not in first position. Okay, so now get on that finger and you're going to do that same, and I want you to try to move your whole hand more. Your whole arm, I should say. So you're kind of pulling your arm back and forth. Now do the rhythms that Mr. Jacob gave you and take your thumb off. Oops. Oh, hold on a second. I found Sigrid cheating. This is what she did to cheat. Okay, so she took her thumb off, and it was super nice and soft. And then I saw the bottom of her knuckle here grab on there and squeeze instead of the thumb. So you can't cheat and do that. So you're kind of like, you got to feel like you're sort of free floating in the air. I know it's like weird, and you're kind of just on this tip wiggling. If anything, you can feel like there's a little tiny pressure down with the tip, and then you're wiggling this way. Excellent. Do the rhythms. Move bigger, Sigrid. Now just try to go as fast as you can. Sigrid, that's a great. That's really nice. That's a really nice vibrato.